So good when I decided not to stream. I kind of just like went back to the way I usually am. Like when I have like when I'm in this house, I just started having like a bunch of like suicidal thoughts and stuff, and I just went back to that. I was just like I started like like just being super silent and like staring at the ceiling and stuff, and like extremely quiet. And, like it kind of scares me a bit that like that's how I am now without this. I feel like I kind of depend on this now. Like I depend on like this like little morning ritual where I'm like talking about how my life is going and stuff. I'm not going, but like like what's happening, and like, I have nowhere to like put it all out. Then I turn into like who I really am, which is like I don't know, an angry, overcompensating, just loser. Who feels like they have to like mercy kill themselves over the slightest failures and stuff. This is what I turn back to now without this. I really just don't like that that's how things seem to be now. If I don't have like this whole thing going on, if I don't feel like I'm being watched. Part of me felt like my life didn't even really matter because I wasn't recording it or something. Like a part of me felt like as if nothing I said really mattered. Like I just felt invisible, like without this happening. Just like really it really bothered me. I'm starting to really rely on this now. I had this family member who's everyone's looked down upon, and like now he's like starting to like he's like starting to improve in life, and it makes me kind of like worried. Like I try not to care about it much, and I shouldn't care about it, but I kind of do slightly. Like I feel like I'm mature enough not to react to stuff so like this, but I'm not going to. But like, it just slightly bothers me a bit. And like all the time, I just like kind of just wish they weren't here at all, because they weren't supposed to be here to begin with. They were here for a really long time. I wish I had like this time to myself, this place to myself. I wish I had like like a safe space here. But they're still here all the time, and like I have to I have them to compare myself to now, and like I don't feel safe around them. Like I just really wish I didn't have problems like this, especially since I know that they're avoidable. If I knew that this is like gonna happen no matter what, then like at least then I could like not care about it much. But like I knew there was a way around this. Like everyone's like scared of him, no one like everyone's like a pushover to him. No one like wants to like tell him to do anything. I just know they wouldn't do the same for me. I mean, I'm not looking for equality, but like, like, just, yeah. Ooh, there's a spiral. This, I don't really want to talk about math shit, to be honest. I don't even like looking at this. Like, it just hurts my head, and like, oh man, I do not like this stuff at all. Like, now you're supposed to be doing this, and you do statistics. No, it's not this. Oh, damn. I'll tell you guys why I have that here in a second. Just, school's gonna start soon, and I'm not very happy about that. I mean, like, for me, it feels like it's gonna start soon. Like, for some reason, it feels like it's kind of over now. I don't know, just like something about like what's happening right now just feels kind of pointless to me. I'm just being negative. Like, I don't know. Just not very happy with how things have been turning out as of lately. Yeah, like I said, like super silent. And like, okay, like with my relationship with him, it's like I knew he never really cared about me that much. He didn't really know who I was. He never really knew anything about me. Yeah, he kept on like pushing me to like, it was just really frustrating. He didn't really know who I was, and he kept on pushing to have a relationship. I wasn't there. And like, it just made me like really angry. And like I knew he never really actually cared that much about me. Like it's so easy for him to just forget about me and stuff. So easy. Now that I'm older, I know like I can't really know what's going on in someone else's head. Like I understand. Like I can't read somebody else's mind. I can't know what's in there. But like like I just see little things like he'd like go out of his way to like control me. So like he'd like use things that he know would hurt me. Like I'd say something and like I'd act like it would hurt me and stuff, and then use it against me later in the future. Like he'd like try to control me and stuff. And like it's like really obvious when he does that shit. And and like he'd forget like little details about me, like when I was like a child and stuff, or just not even like when I was like an adolescent too. There's really anything in general, to be honest. Like, she remembers very little. And like it's just so hard to believe that someone actually like has any care for you in that situation. Really just nothing there. It just so clearly doesn't. He's just forcing me to have this relationship. It's like either I have this relationship with him that I know is like detrimental to me and him, honestly, both people are suffering here, or I get abused for not having the relationship every time I try to interact with my family. So that's the situation. There's no easy way around it. It's just a massive burden. I feel like he's been nothing but a problem for me my entire life. Like, when I was a kid, I felt lucky to have him because he'd be like telling me stuff that like, I never knew before. And like he'd be giving me all these like things that he could give me access to like amazing things. Like tell me about amazing things. It felt like he was like had some kind of like, cheat code to life or something. And when I got older, it just seemed like a problem. And now he's been nothing but a problem for me. It's been what I've been saying in my head for a while. I mean, like sometimes like I have those like little times where like I have like an argument playing in my head and I'm like, you've been nothing but a burden to me ever since I was 14, some shit like that, some shit like where you're like, cycling shit to hurt them and stuff. And it's good that I never actually say stuff like that though, because like it's super immature, My goal when I talk to someone, my goal isn't to hurt them. It's like, just to, settle the conflict, not, settle conflicts by hurting someone's ego. I notice that like I'm less productive when I record myself like this, so I tend just to not do it anymore, I guess. Maybe that's the reason why I've like abided against it for such a long time. This chapter looks pretty hefty. I got the whole day to do it. I mean, the whole hour to like read it and stuff. Oh, it's like this is all there is, and then everything is just a bunch of examples. Okay, maybe it's not that bad then. It's just like, okay, it's probably not that bad then. I noticed I was getting like the same burnout feeling I had when I was at school, and like it made me like kind of, I don't know how to put it, like just extremely like, I was always looking for an opportunity to do less and feel more and feel happier. Not happier, but like feel pleasure. I was trying to feel more pleasure and less relaxation and more relaxation, like in everything I could do. And I got that burnout feeling. Just in my mind, I had to like balance things out, and like after doing all this stuff, I felt like I had to do that. Like, I hated like how that felt. I just really hated that I just really hate that that's how I am like when school started, because I was like trying to just prepare, right? Like I looked at this, I looked at like these two, these two, but no, this and this, I got all that stuff, and I was like, alright, let me work on this too, this stuff as well. That's basically like a normal course load, for me. That's pretty typical stuff. That's actually probably like one of my better days. All I have to do is study and work on one thing. It's like pretty good actually. Usually I have to, like, on the worst days I have to like study and work on like 3 different things and have a test like the next day or some shit like that. Anyways, I tried doing all that, and the day after I was just feeling horrible. I can't like let's get back at work. It doesn't matter. feel like, like I have like a place, I feel like I have like a, I just feel, accepted. I'm here. I don't have to worry about anything. Tons of biologists, all those kinds of things. Nobody's watching. Maybe somebody as well. Anyways, something I've like kind of realized is it's like the little things in between that matter. Like if I'm how should I put it? If I'm like, tired and stuff all the time, and like I'm constantly like in the back of my mind, I'm constantly looking for an opportunity to like, get pleasure and relax more. I'm not gonna be very successful in the long run. That's just how it is, Like if that's how I'm thinking, I'm like trying to, basically like have as much short-term gratification as possible because of how much pain I've been feeling, and like I'm not going to do very well in anything I do. Like it's just not gonna happen. I'm just not gonna be very successful, and like I don't even I have like very little control over this stuff. Like it's just how I feel. Like I don't know. Like it's just how I feel. It's so hard to control this stuff. I didn't even want this stuff. Like it's just my brain. I can't like control it. And there's no like one best, like it's best to be like, proactive, adaptive, and single-mindedly focused on the goal that you're trying to achieve. Like it's a very like fickle mentality. You have to like constantly keep whipping yourself back in the right direction. It's very, very hard. It's like the micro decisions. Like micro decisions are like, choosing to stare at something longer or not, or like, choosing to use your phone longer or not in the morning, like stuff like that. It's not that it builds up, but like it like weakens you over time, and like I guess it does build up, but then like it weakens you. Go 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 go. There's a cat. Maybe I should let it in, cause like cockroaches and stuff. A while ago, like my mom was like talking to me, right? Like it was after finals. I was like super fucking tired, dude. I was so miserable, tired, and like I barely fucking function as a human being. I was just really tired and like just tired. I was really tired and just sad. won't fucking do anything. I'll close the door. Hold on. I'm really fucking tired and miserable. And like, you know, I didn't get an internship. That's why I'm here in the first place. I didn't have an internship. And, my mom is just so fucking loud, bro. Like, just, like, I told her, right? I had, like, this, like, I was like, I have to keep trying. I didn't get an internship. That's why I'm still working over winter break. I have to keep trying. I'm just trying to realize how sad all this shit is. Like, the fact I'm still, like, on my laptop every day. I'm not doing this because, okay, like, I thought it was because I didn't know how to do anything else, right? You know, that's kind of bad in and of itself. Like, the reality is, like, I don't even have the right to relax. You know how fucking sad that is, dude? It's fucking miserable. Like, I feel so sorry for myself now. I don't even get to, like, relax when I'm supposed to. Anyways, I said it, you know, I was like, had this whispery, I was really tired, and after finals, like, for some reason, like, I just lost a lot of empathy. I just, like, a part of my brain just dissipated a lot. Like, I couldn't feel, like, other people's emotions very well. I couldn't like really like I couldn't relate to other people very well. It was just something that just kind of like went away. I don't know how to explain it. So like I was like very curt and didn't like really let me talk a bit more quietly. I didn't like really also I didn't like really I was kind of like, I wasn't rude, but like I was very like curt. I'd be like, okay, and like I would be very like avoidant of everybody around me in my house. And like my and like we had like Christmas and stuff like that, right? I was like really like I think I already said something about Christmas, but I was like super duper I just didn't want to talk to anyone. I was super fucking tired. I mean, there's other reasons I had to like avoid, you know, I had to avoid someone. I had to avoid like a certain family member, of course. But you know, like, anyways, like all that like curt, unlovable attitude just built up, and then just like, you know, like started acting like I was like a monster. Not a monster, but they started treating me like shit. And they started like trying to, you know, they started treating me like I was like an adult that has to get kicked out of the house. Like I'm 21, right? And they started treating me like, oh, you're a man now, you gotta leave. Get out of the house, leave the house, get out. They're like pushing me to leave and stuff. Like they hated me after that. Like I don't trust them anymore. Like I just don't, like, at all. I never really trusted them to begin with. Like they're so fickle and weak. Like I don't like them. Like I don't trust them at all. And it's like, the worst part is when people do bad shit to me here, it's like they don't even remember it. They don't even fucking remember it. They don't even remember how much like stress they put me through. Where the fuck am I gonna go? I'm just gonna like go live in my car and probably get like raped by a homeless man or something like that. What the fucking like in Maryland, I don't think that would happen, but that's not gonna happen in Maryland. But what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'd be fine. I think I'd be okay. I could find a way to survive, I think hopefully I'd be okay. They started like, you know, just becoming super closed off to me. And I never got a fucking apology. And they kept on fucking gaslighting me the whole time. Anyways, that's not the point. Like, my mom came up to me and she asked me about why I was still working. And like I told her, like, I had to get an internship. I had to keep trying and shit. The same stuff you've heard before. And she fucking like just screamed it out loud in the house, like, just, oh, you don't have an internship? And then I heard my fucking older brother, dude, he just lost all respect for me. Like, he relaxed. He got relaxed. Like, that fucking condescending ass, like, ease of his nerves. He saw me no longer as a threat. He just lost respect for me. I fucking hate that shit. He sees me as a fucking loser now. I don't care, but I don't care. I do fucking care, okay? Like, I do care. I need him to think that I'm better than him. Because he's a fucking problem, okay? I need him to stay lower than me, okay? He's a fucking problem. I can't have him be better than me. Anyways, like, yeah, like this, he stopped, like, his nerves eased, you know. Normally I could, like, you can, like, sense how much energy is coming out of a room. I'm not trying to be spiritual, but like, I'm not trying to say like, spiritual shit. I'm not talking about that. I mean like the dude was like, he's like sniffling, making all these weird fucking noises and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and then I said that, and then like he just like silenced himself. He just stopped fighting. I was like, oh, I'm no longer a threat, huh? Fuck him. He doesn't even have the right to know about this shit. It's none of his fucking business. It's none of his fucking business. I fucking hate my family. I hate them. They don't realize how much they fucking hurt me. They don't realize how much they like strangle my life. Like sure, I guess sure, okay, fine. They give me like, a life to have in general, but like, it's just such a massive cost. Like, living here is like living in a small apartment where you're like bullied by all the people around you, like all the time. Feels like being in high school. Fucking hate it here. I really want to leave. And like, I have to like be loud, and I have to be like, I'm not doing it. Like every time something happens, I have to like, these people don't fucking respond to like, first they don't respect each other here. You have to scare them. You have to fucking scare everybody here into being like, giving you basic human respect. You have to scare them into it. They're fucking animals. They don't think at all. They're just animals. They don't have any humanity. I'm not that kind of person. Like, I'm just like, when I trust somebody, I speak with a really soft voice. I'm like, are you gonna do this? You gonna do this? Like I speak like very like chippery, like, and shit. Like, it's what I do. But if you have to find anyone who like really is cool with that. I don't like talking like a man, like that. I fucking hate that shit. Yeah, but I have to. I need to scare them into like giving me basic respect. Otherwise, they'll walk over me. I hate them. I hate that they force me. They force me into being this way. They force me to be somebody that I'm not. I just wish I really wish I just never had to see them again. I'm not saying I wish that they were dead. I'm just saying I wish I never had to see any of them again. Just so fucking irritating having to see them all the time. Yo, cookies, I'll get them really quick. I think I'm gonna keep doing this though. I'm giving myself an hour to like read these little chapters here. How many are there in total? It's quite a bit. Jesus, a lot. There's a lot. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna do the math here. So we're probably gonna go through the whole book. So that's 4 plus 4 plus 7. So what, that's like 15 plus 9. It's like what is this shit? 24. I'm pretty bad at this type of math. 32. What is that? What is that shit? 39. And what is this? 49. And 44. I mean 54. And I'm already here, so there's 2. So 56. And that's not fast enough. I don't think that's really fast enough. It doesn't seem fast enough to me, to be honest. If I could go through 2 of these in a day, that'd be super helpful to me. Like, that would take a long time. This is not easy to understand. I'd imagine that these get like significantly more difficult over time too. Yeah, like these chapters are no fucking joke. Like they're really big. But if I only do 60, like if I only have space for 60, like, well, it's like from basically from February to March or May. Actually, that might be enough. I think there's like about 100 days. So if it's 100 days and it's like 60 in total to do the whole thing, that should be good enough. I think it's gonna be a leap year this time around. March. Actually, we'll just see. How much is that? 43. Okay. Okay, there's about 100. Okay, so that's enough then. You don't have to push it more than that. It's probably good enough. And plus, you're already ahead. So like, I think as long as if you stay ahead, you'll probably like finish by the time like you'll like be done with the course by I want to say March, which is a good place. That's usually when I lose motivation. So if you have all this already in your head by the time March hits, I think you'll be pretty solid. And the same thing for everything else. If you like do that too, you should be good. Let me check how many. I didn't really take a look at numerical analysis and cryptography super much, like really well. What the fuck is this? Oh, that's it. Okay, let's see what we got here. I really don't like this book. It's very like incohesive. I don't know. I can't like really tell what's going on here. It's like it's wordy. I think that goes away over time though. Okay, let's see. The goal is just to like divvy up the work. It's not really to like do it faster that way. The goal is just to make a solid division here. So, but I think if you do like one of these sub chapters a day, that should be good enough. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Like it looks about equal to stats, so I think you can get by with that, which shouldn't be too difficult for me to do. Let me see here. So, got 5 plus 4. plus 4, wait, oh, that's 15. Like, it might be a little bit more work. Like, I do 2. I think 2 should be fine for you, right? This is a bad example, but I think, like, 2 should be manageable, right? I think 2 is fine. You should be able to do 2. Yeah, I think 2 in general should be manageable. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, and let's see what we got here. These are pretty dense from what I remember. Really, they're definitely not easy to wrap your head around. The information isn't like insane, but like it's. Oh, this is numerical analysis 1. So actually, I may not be looking at the whole book. So take a closer look at this is just numerical analysis. So like there might be like some grad class stuff here that you don't have to see. Let me go find a syllabus. Alright, so what do we got here? I remember when I was like in high school, I'd often like whenever like I know somebody is like never gonna come back, like I'd feel kind of this like sense of relief. Like it's just like I just feel kind of bad, like even if it was somebody that I would say that I liked, you know, someone who I was cool with. No, but the reason for that was because I like couldn't handle them, like personally. Like I thought they were great people, but like I just couldn't handle them. Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't handle it personally. Like every day, I couldn't like like I couldn't handle like having to like keep on being interesting. I couldn't keep being cool. It just wasn't gonna happen. Like I was worried, and like I always had these like fears like of like getting on someone's bad side and stuff. It's not so much I'm worried about like them like it's a lot easier to maintain a friendship from a distance than in person, because at least then they can leave off with a good idea, and when they see you again you can like be ready to see them and just go in and out of their lives really easily. It's way easier to do that than to always be around them. It's way easier, so much easier. So when I know that they're leaving, it means it feels like I've finished my job. Like when I know there's no way I'll ever see them again. This advice is just basically useless. Oh, it's for a specific teacher. Okay, never mind. I can switch to 460. What's 460? Computational methods. It's still like another pretty boring class, to be honest. I don't think it's really. She's kind of cute. It looks kind of funny for some reason. Looks like a funny guy. Spotlight on mathematical epitymology. Okay, there's still a lot of open seats. So you can switch to this if you want to. Least squares approximation. Initial value problems. Oh, this sounds hard. Sounds like a tough class. How does that size up to this? Apparently nobody wants to take this class. It was fall for fall. Yeah, that shit's, it's not gone, but it's almost gone. I mean, no one really likes this class. Oh wait, look. There's still like a lot of open seats. I think this is probably the more popular one. I think you probably like this class a lot more than this one. This one is like mathy. I'm not sure if I'm forced to take this because I'm a math major or not. I can't really tell. I'll check later. I'm not really too keen on switching classes once I've already invested. That's hella stressful. Yeah, it was like, might be a good idea. You can just see when numerical analysis 2 starts. Range kata. Is this review or is it just like what they're looking for? Oh, there's no way. There's no way that's all they're asking for. I can't tell what they're going over. I can't find like a solid syllabus. Let's see. What do we have here? Domain optimization. Okay, this is kind of telling you, what the fuck, dude? What is this? What do you mean machine learning? Machine learning is hella boring. It is super fucking boring. And this is if time permits. Integration. Conjugate gradient optimization. Where's integration? Oh my god, please don't tell me that's at the bottom. I don't even see it here. Oh my goodness, dude. This is a very bad syllabus. internship, dude. Like, the validation. I need the validation. I don't want to feel like I'm a loser. I don't want to feel like I'm a fuck up. I just need that validation. I just need to like have that like safety. I'm just being branded. And just be done from there. Just I don't want to worry about this stuff anymore. I'm just so fucking tired of people looking at me like I'm a disgusting like little like, you know, mess of a person. Like I'm some kind of fuck up. I'm so tired of that. So tired of people losing respect for me. I just hate this shit. It's terrible. I wish I never tried to be smart. I wish I just stayed an idiot. Like, to be honest, sometimes I kind of wish I just did that instead. I'm constantly getting sized up every day. But part of me knows that, like, if I'm not big, scary, and intelligent, people will just, you know, treat me like shit. Because that's just how the world works, at least from my end. I really hate people that I have to come across, at least. They take up a lot of space that I wish they weren't taking up. And you can fucking think I'm like some whiny emo bitch or something for that, and I don't really care. It's just, can't really change my mind about that. I don't even know what germane optimization is. I think I should drop the math major. If I drop the math major, what will happen? Nothing. Nothing happens to me. I get free time. I might have to like the only downside is I might not get to take for math 601, 611, or 610, which is real analysis. That's like the only downside. I really wanted to take that class. It's the only downside. I can take it in my senior year if everything goes right. All they care about is that you've taken the class. Like I don't think they even care that you passed. They just care if you've taken it or not, which I think is a little bit funny. I could just take it right now and bomb that shit, and my GPA will be ass though. Percent from final exam. That's a pretty big cut. Damn, that is a lot. I would not want to be in this class. You have like this one big ass test you just can't fuck up at all. Like I'm not good at. I make a lot of mistakes. Like just I need to work on making less mistakes. I need to work on making less mistakes, like in my life in general. I've been very lenient, like because you know I've just been fucking up more and more. But I need to work on making less mistakes in general. Dude, this class sounds super stressful. Oh, I see. I think OBS was taking up most of my power. Because, like, before I wasn't really using it. And, like, my laptop was able to last a long time. But now that I'm using it, like, it only lasted, like, about an hour or so. I'm not complaining. I'd rather have, you know, somebody listening to me than to not, you know, and, like, have... I get to sit in the corner of my parents' bedroom, you know, sulking, like usual. Laptop on my lap. I didn't do a leak code yesterday. if I do one now, like it'll still count for the daily. Forget about it, it's fine. Just actually, no. I gotta try. See, oh fuck, I missed it already. Damn. Nothing out of this, man. I knew this one guy, like he was like my tutor, not tutor, but he was like some, like some like advisor, like some college advisor for like the school and stuff, like for some program I was in, and just remember like every time I talked to him, like I would always be talking about like at the time I was like I wanted to be like one of those guys who went to like a really good school and had like really good internships, because I was trying to just cover up like my past basically with those things. That's the reason why I wanted to have like all those external successes to cover up like all the issues I had in my past. I wanted to cover it all up. I realized that's something I could do. I could just cover up my issues. Like, like, just this guy, just whenever he talked to me, he would try to relate with me from a perspective that I just felt like, like he just so clearly did not understand who I was at all. Like, I was just going down this path that like I just did not want to be in at all. It's just so obvious to me. He would talk to me like I was like a try-hard academic, but like I don't know. I guess like through my actions, that is what I am. Yeah, that is pretty accurate, I guess. But like, he doesn't really know me. Like, he doesn't really. Like he thinks he's just this dude thinks I'm like some kind of like loser who just studies all day and like I have no life. Like, I'd rather just I lead people on to believing that, because I don't want to actually open up to them like the way I'm like right now. I don't want to like actually tell them who I really am. I remember like I still have this problem nowadays where like if people ask me questions, I just say like barely anything. Like, I don't want people to hear about me or know about me, or like I don't want people like hearing about my life and stuff. Like I know it's not good enough for them. Like I just know whatever I have to say is just not good enough. Like, nothing I think or have lived through is that interesting. I'm just like, it's not even that I'm a normal guy. It's like I'm like just an unimpressive person. I'm not even that. Like just I know nothing I have is like what you want to hear. Like, you don't want to hear anything I have to say. I can assure you that. I'm just I'm just like so confident that like, I just really, really believe that. Less than normal. They're still giving grad people introductions and shit. Damn. Must be degrading. does 1, 2, 3. He does like chapters 1, 2, 3. I think this gives you a decent measure. You should go through each of these in a week. So you probably have to read like 2 of these a day, roughly. Most likely, or whatever they're going off of, something along those lines is probably where you want to be. It should be doable based off of what I've seen so far. I think 2 a day is definitely doable. I don't really know where they're going to go with this though. I think if I do 2 of these, it should be fine. Yeah. And then if I go... No,